Hey everybody, welcome to At Home with Gigi. I'm Gwen. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today's video is going to be so much fun and I am so excited about it. It is a Christmas in July and it's also part of the Gingerbread Fever collaboration. And I'll tell you more about that in just a bit, but for right now, let's go ahead and hop right into the DIYs. For this DIY, we're going to be using this cloche from the Dollar Tree and we're going to start by spray painting the base with the Rust-Oleum Ultra Matte. Once it's dry, I'm going to use a mixture of Waverly White chalk paint and spackling that I've mixed together, and I'm just going to go around the entire base and give it a good coat of the mixture because I want it to look like it's covered in snow. I let the base dry for a while and then I'm going to use this little Christmas tree from the Dollar Tree and then just a variety of little miniature ornaments. I believe these came from Hobby Lobby. And we're just going to create a little gingerbread scene for our cloche. I just want to take a second and say thank you so much to all of my subscribers, my returning subscribers, my new subscribers. A great big welcome to you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos, to hit that like button and to comment on them. It really helps my channel out and it just means so very much to me. So a great big thank you. I want the little gingerbread village to look like it's sitting in a bed of snow. So I've mixed together some spackling and apple barrel white paint and placed it into an icing bag, and I'm just piping it around or kind of squishing it. There's not much piping going on around the base of the ornaments. I'm using the Red Devil lightweight spackling. I love this stuff instead of what you get at the Dollar Tree because it has that gray tinge because it really is white and so fluffy like real icing, but because this had been setting for a while, I did have to add just a tiny bit of the white paint. And of course, we've got to top everything off with just a little bit of glitter, and I think it is just so adorable, and it just reminds me so much of those little snow globe scenes that you see around the holidays. Now this little cloche I created during the holidays last year and I just did not get around to showing it to you. So I wanted to share it with you because I thought it was just so cute. Now I did use the larger ornaments and these came from the Dollar Tree last year. If you're lucky enough to find them or if you already have them on hand, this is so cute. They are a little bit large, I thought, for this little small cloche, but I think it's still super cute and I wanted to share it with you. I'm just adding a little bit of Mod Podge to the Christmas tree because I want to make sure that this confetti that I'm using is going to stick to the tree. And I thought that the little red and green confetti looked so cute and would look like little ornaments. We're just going to add a big dollop of spackling to the top of the cloche, and thankfully it came out really pretty, or at least to me it did, because I am not a cake decorator by no means. But I was like, whew, thank you, Jesus. And I'm just adding a little Mod Podge to the peppermint because of course we've got to top everything off with more glitter. And I'm just using a combination of the extra fine glitter and the chunky glitter from Walmart just to give it a little extra sparkle. I think these turned out so adorable. I just love them. I cannot wait to decorate with them with the rest of my gingerbread decorations this Christmas season. For this DIY, we're going to be using this Christmas tree, and I have mixed together apple barrels, chestnut, and nutmeg, and I went ahead and gave it 2 coats. So I wanted to add lights to my Christmas tree. So I figured out where I wanted the holes to go, and the honey just used the little tiny drill bit and just created some holes in the tree for me. And I'm just showing you the lights. These came from the Dollar Tree. Everything that I'm using is pretty much from the Dollar Tree, or else I got it on clearance from Hobby Lobby, which made it almost Dollar Tree prices if you catch it in the after Christmas sales like I like to do. But anyway, back to the project. I'm just, as you can see, just folding over the wire, and then I'm working from the back side and then just pushing it through the hole, and then I'm just kind of bending the light over where to stay in place. As I mentioned earlier, this video is part of a collaboration. It's called the Gingerbread Fever collaboration, and is hosted by Jackie at Crafting in Mimi's World and Sarah from Jujubee DIY, and I'll have their channels along with the playlist listed down in the description box. Please make sure if you're from my channel that you go and check out these wonderful videos. I promise you, you're going to get inspired and want to start doing Christmas DIYs. And if you're here from the playlist, a great big welcome to you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. My hole wasn't quite big enough, so I'm just using a bamboo skewer and just popping it in there, as you can see, and just kind of twisting and turning and wiggling it around just to open it up a little bit more. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue to the battery box and just hot glue it to the back of the tree. And as you can see, I've already used some Scotch tape and then just lightly tape down the wires to the lights so everything's just nice and tidy and not flopping around. I'm also not going to put the little screw back into these lights because it's just too hard for me anyway to get open. So I'm just going to use another piece of Scotch tape and put it across the battery pack. That way if I need to change my batteries out, it's easy to get to it. I'm just adding 3 of the faux Jenga blocks from the Dollar Tree to the back of the Christmas tree. That way it will help it stand up better or sit up better whenever I attach it to the stand it's going to go on. I'm just using some puffy paint from Tulip, and I'm just going to go all the way around the tree and make it look like icing. Well, that was my original intent anyway. So this is where I made my boo-boo. I just grabbed the paint. It was sitting next to my actual white paint. Because see, this looks white, right? But it's actually the glitter paint, and it dries clear or kind of silvery actually. So I did not realize this until after the paint had dried on the tree. So anyway, after it dried, I did go back over it with the white puffy paint from Tulip, and it looked okay, but it just wasn't my favorite. I was so disappointed that I hadn't paid attention to what I was doing. This little sleigh is actually an ornament from the Dollar Tree, and I picked it up last year or the year before. But anyway, I took it outside, gave it a couple of coats of Rust-Oleum Ultra Matte just to give it a good base, and now I'm just going to give it 2 coats of Waverly Chalk Paint in Crimson. Next, I'm going to hot glue the tree to this base, and this also came from the Dollar Tree, and I simply gave the top part a coat of Rust-Oleum Chalk Paint in White Linen, I believe. In the base, I just used the rest of the paint from the tree and let that dry. And if you're wondering why I'm holding the tree kind of gingerly, the puffy paint is still a little bit tacky, so I'm trying not to mess that up. I'm just using some lightweight spackle by Red Devil, and I love this stuff. I order it from Amazon. I get it in a big tub. And usually I don't have to mix anything with it because it's just so fluffy and white. But this I've had it for a while, so it was a little dried out. So I mixed just a tiny bit of apple barrel white paint in with it. And see how fluffy and light it is? I love using this for icing and snow and things like this. And I'm just using, as you see, I've run out. So I'm just using the tip of my bag and just kind of swirling it around and spreading it out just so I can try to have enough to cover up the base. And then of course we got to go over the top with just a little bit of glitter, or maybe a lot of glitter. So while the spackling is still wet, I'm going to go ahead and pop in the sleigh, because as it hardens, it will hold the sleigh in place and I won't have to use any type of glue. I'm just going to use this baby wipe and pop it into the bottom of the sleigh to make it look like snow, and then we're just going to add in these little gingerbread cookies, and these came from Hobby Lobby last year. Yes, I got them at the end of this season for like 90% off. And again, I'm just popping in the little cookies, and the spackling as it dries will hold them in place. And all that's left to do is just pop in the cute little candy cane. My goodness, I just love the glow of the lights on my little gingerbread tree. As you can see, I did sprinkle the tree with a little bit of glitter, well, a lot of glitter, and then I sprayed it with the spray Mod Podge, and I kind of wish I had not done that. I really liked it better without the glitter. I still think it is really adorable and super cute, but you're gonna have to tell me what your thoughts are. For this DIY, you're going to need one of these wooden cutting boards from the Dollar Tree and some type of white chalk paint, and I'm using Rust-Oleum Linen White. And this project was actually made last Christmas, but I just did not have time to add it to a video. Isn't this tissue so stinking cute? I knew I had to use it in a project as soon as I saw it. And we're going to be using the iron-on method to attach this to our cutting board. I've already added a layer of Mod Podge to the cutting board and let that dry before I place the tissue on. And what I've placed on top of the tissue is just parchment paper, and it's just to protect the tissue, and my iron is on low setting. I personally, when I'm Mod Podging, decoupaging, like to start in the center of my project and just work my way out from there, and then all the way around the edges. Just make sure I'm reactivating all that Mod Podge, and my tissue is going to stick to the cutting board. And this is my absolutely favorite way to decoupage, because it gives you virtually a wrinkle-free, such a smooth appearance. I love it. And I just used my little finger sander to remove the excess tissue. I'm going to use hot glue to attach my gingerbread, but if you want a more permanent hold, you can always use E6000, or my personal favorite is the Gorilla Gel Glue. But like I said, I made this in December of 2022, and it's held up just fine. When I pulled this out of storage, I said, yeah, he needs a little something, so I decided to add a few more embellishments, and I'm going to add this Merry Christmas sign. This came from the Dollar Tree as well, and I'm just very lightly staining it with a baby wipe and Waverly Antiquing Wax. I've gone ahead and given the little clothespin a coat of the Waverly chalk paint, and I'm going to use hot glue and just attach them to the top of the cutting board. We're going to be using these clips to attach the Merry Christmas sign, and thanks to the honey for lending a hand to help me get this sign on there, because I just could not do it with just two hands. And guys, I'm so sorry, I seem to have lost the footage of my adding the puffy paint to the little dots. I just used green and red puffy paint and just went around and just did every other dot green, every other dot red. And then I thought it needed just a little more embellishment, so I'm adding some of these brown peppermints, and these came from Amazon, and I just ordered these recently. I love these, they're so pretty. But that's the finishing little touch that I thought it needed, and I thought he's such a cute little gingerbread sign. Thank you so much to Jackie and Sarah for hosting this amazing collaboration. Don't forget to go check out the playlist and tell them that I sent you. If you're here from the playlist, hi, hello, welcome. Thank you again for being here, and I truly appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and like button. It would mean everything to me, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.